Hello, beautiful Sagittarius. How are you? This is your reading for May 2024. I am Elena Valdez, and I am so happy to have you here. I'm going to do a very simple spread today. It's a 3-position spread. We're going to look at the blocks and potential fears for the month of May, as well as solution, advice, and outcome. This is a general reading, so I have no idea if it's going to be love, career, or something else. We'll find out. I do want to give you a heads up that I have a very squeaky vent who I've actually named. His name is Willie. Yes, it is a vent, and his name is Willie. And you're going to hear him throughout the reading because it's windy out, and when it's windy, Willie gets very talkative. So, yeah. All right, Sagittarius, let's see here for the month of May 2024. Let's see what potential obstacles and fears you may be dealing with here. 2 more cards, please. And if you're new here and you haven't subscribed, please do so, or click that like button. It helps a lot. And help these little small channels grow. Oh! Let's do that again. Let's do that again. 2 more cards. That one was a little clumsy, so I want to make sure that that's the one for you. Okay, let's see it. Your card came out, so let's see. All right, so potential fears and blocks here. You got the Page of Wands, Temperance, and the Knight of Pentacles. There's an idea that you have here or a project that could potentially lead into something lucrative, or you're hoping that it'll lead to something lucrative, and you're a little bit concerned about it. You have the fear here is whether or not you'll be able to balance. I'm getting the sense here, dear Sagittarius, that there are 2 big things that you're working on and you're trying to balance here in the month of May. For some of you, this is something you already started in April and you're bringing into May, and or you have some new opportunities coming up. This is already feeling, well, it can go either way. So I'm not going to say if it's love or career yet, but it does feel like it's an issue or a fear of, will I be able to balance this? And you're smack in the middle, right? Because Temperance does represent Sagittarius. And on one side, you have the Page of Wands, which is new ideas, creative, all that yummy stuff. And on the other side, you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is moving forward in a tangible way with an idea. It could also be, well, let me get some clarifiers here. But in any case, the fear here is, or the concern for you, Sagittarius, this month is, how am I going to balance these 2? You know what it feels like? This is a heart competing with mind situation. So logic versus heart. And with Temperance smack in the middle, it's telling you can blend both. That's what it is. Okay, I hear it now. I feel it and I hear it now. There is this fear of, can I do both? Or how do I mesh this situation? Is it logical? Is it pragmatic? So you're wondering if you're able to handle that or mesh it well. All right, 2 more or 3 clarifiers, please, Spirit, for Sagittarius. Ooh. Oh, the Star and the 2 of Wands. Yeah, it's 2 roads. It's potentially you needing to choose between 2 things. One is very logical and pragmatic, and the other is inspirational. 1 more card. And one is your wish fulfillment, or one feels like it could be a wish fulfillment for you. still don't have a clear indication if this is relationship or, yeah, I think this has to do with purpose. So it does have to do with something creative potentially here, more so than a relationship. So to clarify, you have the Star, you have the Two of Wands, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. So with the Two of Wands smack in the middle of the Star and the Wheel of Fortune, there's this potential, I don't want to say stubbornness, but a feeling of, ooh, am I ready? Am I ready to move that direction? Whether it's towards this new project, this new idea, this love interest. But the reason you're questioning whether or not you're ready or you're in this fork on the road of deciding, the issue here is that whatever this is, there's a heart versus mind. But here's the thing. What I'm picking up on here is that there is a way that you can mesh these two elements together, because whatever this thing is, whether it's a project, maybe it's like the project of a lifetime that you've been working on, or the job of a lifetime, or the love of a lifetime. Whatever it is, it's about something that inspires you. It's your wish fulfillment. It's something you've been wishing for. It's something you've been hoping for, right? But it's also something you have known would eventually come to for you to choose. Or it's something that you've always known would show up at some point. Now it's a matter of meshing heart and logic. All right, let's see with the advice. Okay, let's get a little more info. This is changing some things in your life. It's going to the trajectory of your life is about to, for some of you, you're going to go in reverse and a completely different direction if you choose to go this route. All right. Oh, let's see. That was the Two of Wands, which was this card, which is about, oh, that could be the issue here. The issue is just being afraid to get out of your comfort zone. Something's challenging you, though, for sure. All right, what's the advice here for our beautiful Sagittarius? The advice, judgment, advice and solution for our beautiful Sagittarius here. Advice, solution. No. Advice and solution for a beautiful Sagittarius for the month of May. That just slid right out like it just was waiting. The Star again. Okay. So here's what needs to happen. You need to trust that this is meant for you. Okay, there is going to come a point here. You're going to need to basically face it, is what Spirit is saying here, Sagittarius. You're going to need to be honest with yourself and face it. Because right now with the Hangman fell sideways. It's neither upright nor reverse. So when the Hangman is sideways, it's a feeling of in, out, whether it's literally in, out with your actions or in and out with your mind. So whatever this is, whatever the situation, something's tripping you up a little bit. You either have a situation that you're figuring out how to blend the logical with the heart space centricness of it, or you're needing to choose one over the other. So you either need to go towards an inspiration that really you don't know if it's going to bring any dividends, so one feels more sure than like a sure bet than the other. The one that feels like a sure bet is the logical one, right? The one that feels like, oh yeah, there's tangibilities attached to it because it's the Pentacles. The other one, the Page of Wands here, is something brand new, but it's inspiring to you. It's actually kind of making you giddy and feel a little bit younger. There's something about it that's making you feel good, but it's not a sure bet in terms of the tangibilities or whether or not it can result into something long term, right, in the future. So with the solution and the advice, the judgment here is like, just decide. Choose one, go for it, move out of this sideways, in, out, whether in the mind or action, and trust. You got the star again. You got the star here twice. And the star is about future thinking. It's about future, it's about trusting, and it's about future movement, right? With it being associated with the sign of Aquarius. It's about future thinking. It's about the innovation. So I have a feeling that if this is between a choice, one that you know will the safe bet versus a not safe bet, there's a feeling here that you're being encouraged to go for that which, the one that inspires you, regardless on whether or not it's a sure bet. That's the point here. All right, so let's get clarifiers on this. Some of you have an idea, or there's an innovation feeling to this. Like something is, I think part of the complexity here is that something you're working on is maybe a bit ahead of its time, or you're wondering whether or not it is maybe too innovative, or too quirky, too eccentric. But it inspires you. Now again, if this is a situation, if this is a relationship, that's the dynamic. So you're choosing between a safe bet, something that feels constant, consistent, versus maybe even someone that's younger, more fiery. You're choosing. There's something you're choosing here. All right, let's get clarifiers for advice and solution here for the sign of Sagittarius, the month of May. Beautiful spirit. Beautiful. And yeah, Willie's starting to get noisy. I apologize about that. I'm going to fix him one day. Maybe. I don't know. I kind of like it. Okay, you got judgment again. You can't make this stuff up. Judgment. Ooh, I just got a hit. I just got a hit. Oh my gosh. Okay, I just got a download. For some of you, it's rehashing. It's finding a project that you once worked on. This is confirmation for some of you. There's a project, a thing, a place, a person, a company, something, but it's an idea or a project, creative project that you've worked on in the past. Put it away somewhere. You put it away, and back when you created it or were thinking about it or started working on the project, it was too ahead of its time. Oh, I am getting chills. I'm getting chills. So some of you have a project or something or a deal or something that you kind of just set aside because it either was getting rejected when you were pitching it. If this is a relationship reading for you, it could have been a person from the past that maybe the timing wasn't quite right. And now Spirit is saying, now's the time. Go dig that project up. Go maybe pitch it to new people, new companies. Go send that resume to that company that didn't hire you in the past because now new management is there. Some of you are thinking about trying. Oh, this is so specific. So for most of you, this is about going back to a project, an idea that inspired you, that was way ahead of its time, and now it's time. And way ahead of its time, you could have created this a year ago, but people weren't ready for it. Or the elements needed to bring it together and bring it to fruition and bring it out into the world. The elements meaning the people who approve the things, the people who fund it are now coming together in a way that can actually support this project for you. Others of you were and this is very specific, and this is downloads I'm getting, very specific. For another group of you, your wish, because you're getting enunciators here, okay? You got the Judgment twice, you got the Star twice. Okay, so this is something, when this happens, it's telling me that there's a very important message here for you of confirmation. So if you've been thinking of digging up that old project, yes, the answer is yes, do it. Repitch it, redo the thing. Now, this is the very specific message here. Others of you, your wish has been for the longest time to have a child. And that has not been successful in the past. This may be the time to retry. Okay? All right. Never do make any decisions because of a tarot reading. Always consult with yourself, with your body, with God, with the universe, with your doctors, with your intuition. But some of you, yeah, now's the time. All right, clarifiers, please. 2 more clarifiers for the advice. Wait, what did I do? Oh, I moved stuff around, didn't I? Okay, let me put these back. It's going to throw me off. The Tower. Yeah. Tower is also innovation. Something electrifying, something eccentric, something that maybe was too bold for the eyes that were seeing it. Oh, well, excuse me. You've got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, counterparts to one another. So this can go twofold. This can be a project. This can be you could be represented by either one of these, the King of Pentacles or the Queen of Pentacles. For some of you, this represents people that are willing to invest into a project. Potentially it's a couple, or it's 2 people, or a complementary piece, or like a 2-person company or something like that. Yeah, for some of you, this represents your benefactors, your funders for a particular project. For others of you, that this has to do with relationship, rehashing a relationship. Now is the time. Like now there's stability in that. I think the concern that you're having in terms of this pragmatic thing is whether or not this very fresh idea, this new thing, or whether it's a relationship or a project, you're wondering whether or not it's got legs, whether or not it's got roots. And here with the Father of Pentacles and the Mother of Pentacles, this is a balance in all things tangibilities. And you got it next to the Tower, following Judgment. Some of you have an innovation. Some of you have something so spectacular that has, maybe even now is still a little bit ahead of its time, but now is the time to get it started, like get the ball rolling, right? The funding. I'm feeling this more as a project and more as a purpose, like bigger than yourself type of thing. Then I'm seeing it as a relationship. For a handful of you, it will be relationship. Most of you, this is bigger than that. I'm not saying relationships are not important. I'm just saying there's a higher purpose here. You need to bring back a project. Most of you, this is about a project. You need to literally bring it back from the dead, from a place that you hid it. The Temperance there, this could also be going back to modify the project, to bring it up to code or up to date or to current date, or even backdated because it's so ahead of its time. Not backdated, but you know what I mean. Okay, 2 more cards for the outcome. Should they follow the advice? Yeah, you're going to have people supporting whatever this is. Willie's out of control right now. Queen of Wands. So your element, oh man, a lot of people involved in this. Ooh, the Moon, 2 of Cups, Queen of Wands, Knight of Swords. Oh, oh. Okay, so for some of you, it is important that you keep this under wraps. There's a negotiation here happening with this King and Queen of Pentacles that is going to be beneficial to you as the Queen of Wands, receiving a contract represented here by the Knight of Swords, and it's going to happen fast. So there's something happening here involving other people, contractual, but it needs to be kept under wraps for whatever reason. For others of you where this is a relationship, potentially the reason that this has been complicated is because there's a person that wasn't previously available. It's almost like you had to care about someone or love someone from afar. But here, there's some changes happening, right? There's something that's happening. There's some updating that's happening. And sometimes divorce is updating. Not to sound harsh, but sometimes it is, right? It's improvement. And so something happening here that is going to allow you to come together with another person. But there's a contract and something involving, it's like whatever this is, you need to make a decision, right? There's a push here, an urgency of a decision about something needs to be made. And you're going to feel, and that could be part of a little bit of the fear here, or the obstacle is that it feels like, oh, really? Like, let me think about it. Let me sleep on it. And there's this urgency of, no, we need to sign on a dotted line here. We need to come to an agreement. It needs to be a hush-hush agreement for now. Or someone you couldn't once be with, all of a sudden it's like available and you need to make a decision. All right. What is this innovation? Let's think about, okay, let's clarify, beautiful spirit, for our beautiful Sagittarius. Let's clarify the moon. Clarify the moon and the outcome, please. Clarify the moon. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Hang on. Yep, all systems go. Okay, so the moon can also represent the idea that you've had hidden, okay? Because here you have the hanged man or hanged woman, but you have her in reverse, okay? So this is telling me that that which was hidden is not going to be hidden anymore, okay? Or that piece of information that you didn't know, or that piece, that missing piece of the puzzle to completing this idea is going to come. But I think this is more about, even though you're going to keep it under wraps, or it has been under wraps, that's another thing. It could be something you've just been working on for a long time. That maybe you were starting to wonder, is this even going to happen? And then all of a sudden starts happening really fast. So yeah, this moon can also represent either a relationship that you were keeping under wraps, or an innovation, an idea. For most of you, it's innovation, idea, purpose. All right, Two of Cups, Nine of Swords. Yeah, so it is something. You have some level of anxiety here. High Priestess. Because there are some unknowns. You have a level of anxiety. It's like you almost are not believing the interest. I'm getting like 3 different storylines here, you guys. So for one group, it is definitely innovation, bringing back a project, that kind of thing. A project that's been your wish. It's been like the thing you've been manifesting, you've been working on, you've been dreaming about, okay? For others, and it involves funding and people being involved. For others of you, it's like these 2 people are getting together either in secret to make a pact. So this could be relationship, or this could be on the business end. It's like you're coming together to make a pact in secret that will then be revealed, but the revelation of it is going to cause some kind of anxiety to someone or something, maybe a competitor, maybe an employer, maybe another person or an ex. But it's going to happen fast. I think you just need to make a decision. Once you make a decision about whatever this is, it'll all just start. And I think you know that. You know that once you make a decision, whatever that is, God, I so want to know what this is about. All right, please continue to clarify the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Swords, dear Spirit. I'm going to have to pull an oracle card for you. Yeah, there needs to be a closeout here for you, because there's multiple things happening here. So whatever this is, my beautiful, this is of an emotional nature. So this could also, emotional nature also includes creative projects and things that have to do with purpose. So you got the Five of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So see, this starts with the Hang. So once this secret or thing that you've been keeping at bay, once it starts to be unraveled, once it starts to be communicated, it's going to cause some kind of anxiety or needing to guard or needing to protect something. And then it's going to cause some kind of disappointment somewhere to someone. But then it leads to the Queen of Cups. So it leads to an something emotionally loving and caring and satisfying. So whether it's the project or a relationship situation, there's something murky going on here, Sagittarius. What did you get yourself into? Because there is some funny, and it doesn't feel like cheating. It doesn't feel like that kind of thing. But for those of you where this is a relationship thing, it doesn't feel that way, but there's something going on here. All right, I'm going to close this out. I don't know if that was helpful, but I think so. I think for those of you who are needing confirmation, I think it helps. I hope it does. My beautiful Sagittarius. All right, I'm going to pull one oracle card for you because I think you need one. Dear Spirit, what is the most important message that Sagittarius needs to hear from this particular deck right now? Like, what is the most important message that would be the most helpful for them regarding the situation in the month of May? In the month of May. You got it. Okay. Your message. Oh, you got two. You got to be fair and fork in the road. And didn't I just say you have a fork in the road with these two of wands? So that's confirmation. You're deciding between two, and there's a feeling of whether or not something is fair. Okay, so let's start with to be fair. And see, now Willie's getting excited. I hear him. Okay, yes. So this is about, oh, that's what this judgment it can be related to also, like justice, law, cause and effect. Like something's being brought back up to be re-examined. It could be this project, this thing that was rejected in the past, being brought back to assess or re-inspected. All right, so life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing, yet over time they strike a balance. So again, balance, temperance, to be fair. You move from being from stasis to doing, from discovering, to loving, to letting go, to being again. Life is a pendulum, swinging between all of these states. You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you are not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment. Oh God, a lot of these words are coming up again. And you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. For every cause, there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now. And then you have fork in the road, which that is self-explanatory. All right, beautiful Sagittarius. I hope that was helpful, and I hope to see you back here in June. Have a wonderful rest of your May.